Hi everyone, welcome to liable Zest. Today we are going to be doing an intermediate based Pilates class. We're going to be focusing on abs, glutes, hamstrings, core, as well as a little bit of back extensor work. So let's get straight into it. I want you sitting with your right leg tucked into your left groin, and we're slowly going to lengthen that spine, draw those gaps down your back. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, reach our right arm over towards our left ankle and slowly back on that inhale, and exhale, reach. We're doing 5 of these. Keep going. As we're doing it, we're allowing that body to release. Allow that body to release in the sections where we feel tight, and falling into that stretch. Inhale, center, and we're going to do 1 more of these, and we're going to hold, pushing those ribs out towards the wall next to you, reaching as far as you can, and slowly back. We're going to tuck that left leg into that right groin, lengthening that spine. We're going to inhale and exhale, reach that left hand over towards your right ankle. Inhale, center, and lengthening that spine as we're reaching, and slowly over and lifting back up and back over and slowly back up. We're going to extend our legs, ankles in line with our shoulders, arms in a T position, pushing those knees into the ground, palms facing the ceiling. We're going to inhale, exhale, rotate towards the right hand side, 2 pulses back to center, then left hand side, 2 pulses back to center. And we're doing 4 of these on each side, making sure you're drawing your scaps down your back as you're working. And last one. Back to center, palms facing each other. We're slowly going to point those toes towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, tucking that chin in, rolling yourself down 1 vertebra at a time towards your toes. And we're going to hold and hover there for 3, 2, 1, and slowly back up and stacking that vertebra. Inhale, exhale, reach. We're doing 5 of these, reaching as far as you can. Inhale, back up, and all the way down. Bring that chest towards those knees, stacking that vertebra. And 2 more, all the way down and reaching, digging those heels into the ground, pushing those knees into the ground, toes to ceiling. Slowly back up. Last one. Inhale, exhale, rolling all the way down as far as you can. Slowly back up. We're going to open our legs a lot wider than shoulder width apart, and we're slowly going to place our hands in front of us and reaching a little bit more forward, allowing those legs to stretch out, and slowly back up. And exhale down, reaching, and inhale back up. We've got 3 more to go. Keep going. I want you to feel that stretch and that mobility. Allow that spine to go into that rounded C curve. And 2 more, reaching. And last one, all the way down. And inhale, exhale, reach a little bit further. Inhale, exhale, inhale, coming back up. We're going to bring our feet onto the floor and heels 1.5 feet away from our glutes. We're going to lengthen that spine. Placing hands on our shins, we're lengthening, drawing those gaps down the back. We're going to inhale and exhale. And inhale exhale as you're inhaling and exhaling, drawing that belly to spine, lengthening those gaps, getting that neck in neutral, chin comfortably tucked in under into your neck. Inhale, exhale slowly, round that back, tilt that pelvis and roll. And you're going to lift your hands off your shins, arms in a T position, sucking belly to spine, making sure that you're not bracing, you're drawing that belly in. And you're going to inhale, exhale, draw your hands inwards and slowly back. That's 1 and 2. Knees together, don't let those knees flare out. Drawing that belly to spine, please make sure that you're sucking in. And keep going. And last one. And slowly keeping those palms facing each other, arms in front of you. You're going to roll yourself down, controlling 1 vertebra at a time. I want you to feel that core activation all the way onto the floor, making sure you're in the center of that mat. I want you to suck in that pelvic floor, get that neutral pelvic positioning. We're going to inhale and exhale. Just make sure that you are activating correctly. I want you to feel a deep activation down that lower abdominal section. You're going to slowly breathe in, and on that exhale, lift right leg up into tabletop, then left leg. And we're going to inhale, exhale, right leg toe tap, then left leg. We're doing 8 of these just for a warm up. That's 3 and 4 and 5, 6. Keep breathing as we're lifting and lowering. 8. We're going to lift our hands behind our head, interlacing them comfortably. We're going to inhale, exhale, lifting head, neck and chest off the ground and slowly back. That's 1. We're doing 8 of these. And 2 and 3 and 4. Making sure that you're maintaining that pelvic positioning. Please don't feel, I hope you don't feel any pain into that lower back. If you are, it means that you're arching that back and that pelvic positioning is being compromised. And last one, we're going to lift and hold. We're going to inhale, exhale, rotate towards the left hand side. Inhale, center. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. We're doing 8 and 6 and 7 and 8. Back to center, slowly controlling your head back to the floor, placing hands on the sides, right leg down, left leg down, arms in a T position, feet larger than shoulder width apart. And we're slowly going to rock our knees from side to side, allowing that mobility into those hips, allowing that stretch. 1 more on each side. We're going to bring our feet back to center, arms on your sides. We're slowly going to inhale, and on that exhale, rotate that pelvis up towards the ceiling, peeling that pelvis off the floor, 1 vertebra at a time, digging those heels into the ground. I want you to make sure that that pelvis is tilted towards your chin, digging those heels into the ground, feeling that hamstring activation, feeling that glute activation. We're going to lift those heels off the ground, squeezing those glutes, sucking belly to spine. Inhale, exhale, lower that heel towards the floor, then lifting it, then alternating to the other heel. That's 1. Drawing those gaps down the back, pushing those shoulders into the floor. That's 3. Keep going, making sure those knees aren't falling out. 4 and 5. squeezing. I want you to feel a burn into those glutes. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. From here, we are doing both heels at the same time. Inhale, exhale, lower, and lift. Keep going. That's 1, and 2, and 3. You should be getting a deep burn into those glute max muscles. And 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 2 more. 9, and 10. And lifting hips and heels off the ground, transferring weight onto left leg, extending right leg, aligning those knees, and we're holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lifting that leg up towards the ceiling, again holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that leg down, lifting the other leg, aligning those knees, and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, making sure those hips are aligned, and 3, 2, 1, lifting that leg up towards the ceiling and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping that leg down, lifting those hips, dropping those heels, and slowly articulating through the spine from that mid back all the way down into that supine position. We're going to lift our legs back up into tabletop. We're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the ground, extending both legs up towards the ceiling, placing our hands comfortably behind the back of our right knee, pointing those toes. We're going to inhale, exhale, lower left legs towards the floor while we bring that right knee towards the chest, and rotate. 2 pulses, and rotate. 2 pulses. Keep going, and rotate. 2 pulses. Keep going. And last one on each side. And bringing those legs back to center, bending those knees into tabletop, slowly lowering head, neck, and chest back onto the floor. I want you to keep your knees where they are in that 90-degree angle, and 90-degree angle in your hips, sucking in that pelvic floor, placing hands on the sides of your knees. We're going to inhale, exhale, lift head, neck, and chest off the ground. Holding where you are, you're slowly going to squeeze your right rib towards your right hip in an attempt to touch those ankles back to center into double leg toe tap, and left rib to left hip back to center into double leg toe tap. Please make sure that you're not straining your neck when you're doing this. We're going to do 8 double leg toe taps, and that's 3. Keep going. Inhale, center, exhale, toe tap, and keep going. And let's do 3 more, and 1, making sure that pelvis is stabilized, and 2, and 3. Slowly interlacing hands comfortably behind head. We're slowly going to right leg toe tap, lifting back up into straight leg lower, and alternating left leg toe tap into straight leg lower. That's 2. Toe tap into straight leg lower. That's 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Dropping head, neck, and chest back onto the floor, and hugging those knees towards your chest. Inhale and exhale. We're going to bring those arms into a T position, bringing those knees into a tabletop position, and slowly rocking our bodies from side to side. Allow that lower back to stretch out. And slowly lifting yourself back over to center and leaning over to the other side. Well done, everyone. I hope you're feeling a good burn into those abdominal muscles, but it's a good burn. That burn is only the feeling of getting fitter and getting more toned. So let's push through. Very, very well done. And slowly back up. We're going to drop our feet onto the floor. We're going to slowly walk ourselves up into a seated position, and I want you to make sure that your hands are facing your body, but your hands are comfortably on the floor. We're slowly going to extend those legs. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, keep breathing, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lifting, right leg into tabletop, and inhale, exhale, toe tap. That's 1 and 2. We're doing 6 of these on each side. 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Dropping that leg down, lifting that other leg. If you struggle with those legs extended, you can just bend them into a reverse bridge position to do the same movement. Let's keep going. And inhale, exhale, toe tap. That's 1. Squeezing glutes. 2 and 3. Keep going. 4, 5 and 6. Dropping that leg down and slowly coming back into a seated position. We're going to place our elbows comfortably on the floor. We're going to lift both legs into tabletop, and we're slowly going to extend that left leg, lengthening and lowering, then pulling it back up to center, and then rotating to do the same thing with that other side. Just make sure that while we're doing that, so we're just drawing little circles with each leg. I want you to lengthen that spine, pushing yourself away from the floor with your elbows. Keep going. And let's do 1 more on each side. And from here, we're going to do both legs and slowly back. Please make sure that when you extend that leg, that back does not arch. The key here is to maintain that activation as that lever gets longer, as those legs extend out. And back to center. Please don't brace or bulge out your tummy. You want to suck that belly in and activate. And let's do 2 more. And 1. And 2. And slowly hugging those knees towards your chest. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting yourself back up into that seated position. We're going to extend our legs out in front of us, placing our hands comfortably on our lower part of our ankles. If you feel like you are not flexible enough to get there, you can just hold into your calf area. We're going to lengthen that spine, pointing those toes. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, roll our spine down, over, and into a seated position. We're going to do 4 of these. Inhale, exhale, rolling down, reaching over, and slowly back up. That's 2. Inhale, exhale, rolling. Make sure you're articulating that spine as you're working. And last 1, deep breath in, stack that vertebra and round it, rolling down and slowly back up, bringing those legs back to center and hugging those knees towards your chest. Well done. Let's lengthen that spine and recover. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to extend those legs, drawing our hands in front of us, pointing those toes to slowly roll back down to lie on the mat. We're going to lift those legs up into tabletop. Inhale, exhale, lifting right leg. Inhale, exhale, lifting left leg. We're going to bring those arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, lifting head, neck and chest up towards the ceiling. And we're slowly going to alternate our arms from side to side. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring those arms towards the left, back to center, and right, back to center. Keep going. Inhale, center. So you're imagining that your right rib is going to your left hip and your left hip is going to your right rib as you're rotating. And slowly back to center, keeping those knees where they are, bringing arms towards your sides. You're going to extend those legs. You're going to inhale, and on that exhale, pushing that air into the ground for 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale. And exhale. Let's do 2 more inhales. Inhale and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale and exhale. And bringing those knees back to tabletop, interlacing your hands comfortably behind your head. You're slowly going to extend left leg into those bicycle movements again while those scaps are off the ground. And slowly controlling again, making sure that those abdominals are activated and you're not tilting that pelvis in the wrong way. You want to tuck it in, have that flat back if you are struggling. Otherwise, like I said, you want that neutral spine. Keep going. And back into center. We're going to do double leg extensions all the way. That's 1 and 2. Keep going. And 3. We're doing 4 forward, and now we're changing the direction. And 1 and 2. Keep going. And 3 and 4. And hugging those knees towards your chest. And holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to turn over onto our left hand side. Well done, everyone. I hope you are managing. We are going to place our elbows comfortably under our shoulders, hips, knees, and shoulders all aligned. We're pointing those toes towards the wall in front of you, placing other hand on this glute, and we're slowly going to inhale, and on that exhale, lower and lift that leg. And we're going to do 8 of these just as a warm up to fire up those glutes before we get into our glute sequence. That's 4 and 5. Make sure you're not slumping into that shoulder, drawing yourself away from the floor so you're still working here. And lifting and holding. We're slowly going to knee tuck, back to center, into a lower. That's 1 and 2. Keep going. And 3. Making sure you're getting that activation into your glute, the side of your body. You don't want to feel it anywhere else. You might need a little bit of activation into those hip flexors as you're bending that knee, but you don't want to have too much. It's all glute work. And let's do 2 more. And up, and just hovering those legs up and down for 10, 9, 8. Keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending that leg down and slowly changing over onto the other leg. Well done. We're going to do 8 lifts and lowers before we get into that sequence. Elbows comfortably under your shoulders, hips, knees and shoulders all aligned, toes facing that wall in front of you, core tight. Inhale, exhale, toe tap. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Into knee, chest touch, into lower. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Keep going. And 4 and 5 and 6. Keep going. You want to feel that burn. 7 and 8 into 10 pulsations. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down onto your tummies. We're going to extend arms overhead, activating that core. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lifting both legs and arms off the ground to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing knees and arms out laterally back to center for 1 and 2. Inhale, center, exhale out. That's 3 and 4. Keep going. And 5. Should be feeling this into your scaps, your back muscles, and into your glutes. That's 7. Last one, back to center and into swimming for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down, lifting yourself up into rest position, leaning those glutes into your heels, pushing those shoulders into the ground. And slowly lifting back up into an all fours position. You want those wrists comfortably under those shoulders, knees comfortably under those hips. We're slowly going to push that spine up towards the ceiling. So inhale, exhale, pushing that spine up. And opening that chest, getting that pelvis back to neutral, looking in front of you. Inhale, exhale, neck back to neutral, pushing that spine up. Allow that body to stretch out. And back to center, lifting those glutes up towards the ceiling, rotating that tailbone towards the wall behind you. Pushing those knees into the wall behind you and pushing those heels into the floor. And pushing your legs as straight as they can go. Head between arms, and allow that posterior, that back part of your body to stretch out. And leaning head back and tucking right knee down towards the floor, pushing that left heel into the ground. And rotating. And one more in each heel. Pushing both heels into the ground and leaning for one more time. Bending those knees back to the floor and opening that chest. Allow those abdominals to stretch out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed that session. If you liked that video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and that bell button so that YouTube can notify you every time I upload another video just like this one. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.